friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn about HashMap. So HashMap is a part of Java collection framework and it is used to store key value pairs. So till now we have learnt about different classes like ArrayList, LinkedList, HashSet, LinkedHashSet. Those were used to store just the values, but HashMap is used to store the key value pair. It implements the map interface. So we have already learnt about map interface in the previous video. The link is provided in the description. So this is a map interface. So map interface is implemented by classes HashMap, LinkedHashMap, and TreeMap. In this video, we are going to learn about HashMap. So what were the properties of map interface? So map interface contains value on the basis of key and value pair. A map contains unique key. It means key cannot be duplicated, but values can be duplicated. No duplicate keys. Map interface is unordered and it allows null values and keys. And these are different classes that implement the map interface: HashMap, TreeMap, and LinkedHashMap. So what are the properties of HashMap here? So HashMap is a class that implements the map interface, which allows us to store key and value pair where keys should be unique. So keys cannot be duplicate. HashMap contains only unique keys. Java HashMap may have one null key and multiple null values. So HashMap is able to store the null values that we will see in the demo. And HashMap maintains no order. So it means it will not maintain the insertion order. It will not print the elements in the same order in which we have inserted them. Now let's see in the demo how to declare a hash map. Here I have a class called demo and here we have one main method. Now let's declare a hash map first. So first thing is, here you need to say hash map. So this is a hash map from java.util package. So hash map. And here you could see there are two data types we need to provide, one for key and another for value. Now here we want to store this particular values inside the hash map. Okay, so let's say we want to store the key as apple, banana, and orange. So data type is string for these keys and values here are 1, 2, and 3. So data type for value is integer. Now let's provide the same thing. So we will say keys will be of type string and values will be of type integer. Let's provide the name of hash map. Let's say we provide the name as fruits. So this is the name. You can provide any name here. Then you need to provide the implementing class, which is HashMap only, new HashMap. So here we have declared our HashMap now. Now this is an empty HashMap, right? We didn't added any values inside this HashMap. So we know there is a method called add to add the values in the collection framework that we have seen in ArrayList, all those classes. But the add method is used to store just the values, right? But in the HashMap, we need to store the values as key and value. So add method will not support this. So there is a different method called put. Put method is used to add the values inside the HashMap. Let me show you that. So this is the name of our HashMap here, fruits dot. So these are the inbuilt methods here. You can see different methods are available. We will see some of the methods in the upcoming video. Now we are going to learn about put method. So here you could see when we are trying to add the elements using the put method, we need to provide the values. So let's say key is apple here. So this is a string and value, let's say 10. So this is the first value we have added inside the hash map, which is fruits. Let me add more values here. Let's say put key is grapes and let's say value is 20. Add one more value, fruits dot put key is orange. And one thing to notice here, as it is of string data type, we are providing the values in double quotes. And these are integers, so no need to provide in double quotes. These are integer, right? So let's say here we have 30. And now let's try to print this hash map. So I will say sysout. And let's say fruits. Let's save this code and try to run it. See, we are able to get the output here. So this is a key orange and the value for orange is 30. This is a key apple, value is 10. This is key grapes and value is 20. One thing to observe here, it does not maintain the insertion order. That property we have seen, right? So HashMap maintains no order. So the first element that we have added is apple, but apple is getting printed at second, right? So this is not index ordering, means order is not maintained. Order is only maintained in that list interface and also in the LinkedHashSet. You can see the previous videos for the details. Now here no order is maintained. Now let's try to add the duplicate values. So let's say instead of 30 I say here 10. So these are the duplicate value, right? This is also 10, this is also 10. Will this hash map work? Let's see. See, we are able to get the output as orange value is also 10 and apple value is also 10 here. So duplicate values are allowed in HashMap. What if I try to add a duplicate key? We have seen that HashMap doesn't allow duplicate keys, means keys can only be unique. Now let's try to add a duplicate key. So I will add the duplicate key for apple, fruits dot put, let's say apple, and let's say value is 50. Okay. So when you see here, there is no error at compile time, right? We are not getting any error here. So it is allowing us to add the duplicate key here. So let's see what output we get. So total, how many entries I have added here? 4, right? So let's say whether we are getting 4 here. No, we are getting just 3 entries here. So it means duplicate key is not allowed. And one thing to notice here is apple, instead of 10, we are getting here 50 now for apple. And these two values are there, like grapes is having the value 20 and orange is having the value 10. But what is happening for this key apple? So what is happening here is when first time it is adding inside the hash map, we are storing the value as apple and then we are storing the key as 10. Again, when it encounters the same key, so this is the same key here, right? So what will happen in this case? The value instead of 10, it will update it to 50 because we are adding it twice and same key. So it is updating the previous key, previous value, right? So instead of 10, Apple is having 50 now. So let me try one more thing. Let's try to add one more time. If I say a fruits dot put apple and instead of 50, let's say I provide here 40. Now what will be the output here? So the last time when the key is added apple, so the value is updated to 40. So we should get 40 now. See, we are getting here 40. One more thing we need to learn here is HashMap allows one null key and multiple null values. So it will allow only one null key. Why? Because duplicate keys are not allowed, right? And we can have multiple null values. Let's try to see this. So let's say here I don't provide any key and here I provide the value as null. Will this work? Let's run the code again. See, orange, this is a null key here and also null values, and we can have multiple null values. Instead of orange having the value 10, I will say a null, and let's run this code. So see, we are getting here null. So duplicate values are allowed, but duplicate keys are not allowed here. Next video we are going to learn about different methods inside the hash map. So that's it in this video.